Hello, everyone who's watching this, and welcome to our interview with Catalin Avram, Artificial Intelligence Engineer at ParadoxCat. We're doing this interview prior to our hybrid event AUTO.AI Europe taking place in Berlin on September 27th, 28th, and ParadoxCat is our partner. So, hi, Catalin. Thank you for joining me and welcome. Can you maybe just briefly introduce yourself?
Yes, so as you already said, my name is Catalin Avram. I am an artificial intelligence research engineer lead at ParadoxCat. And my main responsibilities is to build an artificial intelligence unit within ParadoxCat within the automotive industry.
Okay, thank you. And so you as an expert in this field, where do you see the biggest opportunities in application of AI and machine learning in the development of fully automated vehicles?
Yeah, so one of the areas that I think is always left out and is not mentioned so much, and I think it's a huge opportunity, is to build internal tooling for auto labeling and in general just labeling data for autonomous driving. So basically it's not so difficult, let's say, to get to 98, 99% accuracy for a car to drive, but then to get that extra 1% or rather 0.99% extra accuracy, you need to be able to handle all those edge cases that might happen in real life. And the only way to handle those edge cases is to be able to collect a lot of data and to be able to more or less cheaply label them. So you can do this if you invest in a lot of internal tooling for that.
Okay, thank you. And so how do you see, how effective are virtual testing and simulation and modeling in level 4 and 5 today, and what should be improved?
Yes, so also for level 4 and level 5 for simulation training, it's also very useful because you can create scenarios and things that don't happen too often in the real world. So for example, a car driving the wrong way on a highway or something, like it happens, but very, very rarely. So you don't have that much data. So you can use simulators for that. However, there is a little bit of a problem when you use simulators because the algorithms tend to basically overfit on the graphics of the simulator. So there's been some improvements in the last couple of years where you can use this thing called neural rendering, where you can basically try to fool the machine learning algorithm to basically make it look more like a realistic road than a graphic one.
Okay, thank you. And so if you could say us just highlights of your work with AI and machine learning in the development of autonomous vehicles, what highlights can you name so far in your career?
So we have developed, like I like to, when I develop or when I tackle a problem, I like to build like a room scale model first, like a toy problem of a much bigger problem, because then it's easy to see all the edge cases and quickly iterate through it. So we have been building some systems where you can train a car to drive itself around the room with only computer vision and basically, to be able to follow a line. And you just train it on a certain track, for example, and then you can modify the track and it would still follow without having seen that track before. And this would be done using deep learning, like end-to-end deep learning.
Okay, thank you. And so just maybe more into detail, how is your company ParadoxCat developing its AI and machine learning capabilities, and what are the challenges that you're facing?
Yeah. So as I said in the beginning, we're just creating, we're in the process of creating this AI unit. So we're still pretty new on this field. But one of the things that we're trying to do is to focus on this area where, like, when you have level 4, level 5 autonomy, even level 3, you as the driver want to see what the car sees and get some kind of feedback inside the cabin for that. So we have been working on developing some tools and some software to basically let the user know in a very nice way what the car is doing. And then in terms of challenges, I think the biggest challenges is just to find the right people to join. That's one of the biggest challenges.
Okay, thank you so much. So just coming back to the event AUTO.AI Europe, as I said, in September in Berlin, can you just briefly also name the key aspects of your session?
So our session will actually deal with inside the cabin sensing, dealing with artificial intelligence and basically gestures, so gesture recognition using different sensors. So there's a whole push right now in the car industry to basically be able to control different elements of the car with just using gestures, whether they're like big gestures or micro gestures, and the key element of our session is to tackle how to deal with false positives when you basically do a gesture and it's not doing what it's supposed to do. How do you basically feed that into the whole training loop so you can improve the model?
Okay, thank you so much. So that was actually all from my side, and thank you very much for joining me for the interview. I'm really very much looking forward to meeting you personally at AUTO.AI Europe in Berlin. And yeah, have a lovely afternoon, and enjoy your weekend. Thank you
Yeah,
so much,
same
Lynn.
to you. Thank you so much. Have a good one.
Bye bye.
Okay, bye bye.